can't make it. Now I set it up correctly. Okay. Now I set it up correctly. Oh, God. Hello, everybody. Horrorfade here. Welcome to Anatomy, a horror game that, Oh, there we go. Oh, now it's... Okay. A horror game that I know nothing about. I just hear it's really good, and it apparently doesn't scare you in the traditional way, like jump scares and stuff. It's apparently a bit different than that. So yeah, I don't know anything about this game, other than it's a horror game, and it's the last little one-off horror game I want to play before I start uploading the next Let's Play. Let's do this.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
Okay. There's a tape in the dining room. Okay. But yeah, I don't really know anything about this game. And there does not seem to be subtitles or settings. The game will literally... What? Oh, come on. Yeah, no settings. This game, if I hit escape, it quits, which is a mistake. Oops. So I can't hit escape. No pause.
Humankind has defined itself by its buildings. Buildings for worship, buildings for socializing, buildings for protection, even buildings for the commemoration of the dead.
So yeah.
But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
Okay, tape in the dining room. Let's go. Just need to find the dining room. Bring this to the tape player.
The house is one of the key elements that separates modern humanity from its more primitive antecedents. No other creature goes to such lengths to create lasting, permanent shelter for itself, nor regards such shelters with such reverence and import. Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy toward their homes? There are many reasons, of course, but perhaps it is due in some small part to seeing them as a reflection of ourselves.
I might need to up the brightness on OBS, because it's very dark on OBS compared to the game. Also, is this gonna be the whole game? Just get tapes? And I said downstairs, what did they say? Downstairs bathroom? Is that what they said? Locked. They did say, oh. Here it is. I'm stupid, I was in the bathroom.
The anatomy of the house is such that this analogy is less superficial than at first it may seem. To carry it further, if we were to dissect a house as we might a human cadaver, we would find ourselves able to isolate and describe its various appendages and their functions in a decidedly anatomical fashion. There is even a fair number of direct comparisons to be drawn between those organs of a house and those of a human body.
Tape in the garage, got it. How do I get to the garage? But yeah. There we go. Somewhere near. It's very dark even here. It's a bit brighter here compared to OBS, but it's still incredibly dark. It's still hard to see.
For example, let us examine the living room. Often the dominant space of a house's ground level, as well as typically the center of activity in a well-populated home, the living room is very much the heart of the house. While a human heart circulates blood to oxygenate the body's extremities, the living room circulates people, activity, communication. It is the room most likely to be found beating, as active and vivacious as its name would imply. The comparison is only strengthened when we consider also that the living room is most commonly the room to contain the fireplace, making it additionally a locus of actual physical heat.
Okay, so and of course they tell me you go to the living room, but yeah, of course it gets quieter the further away I get. That makes sense. I see it. Let's mix the TV. Like that. Thank you very much.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of a house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of a house are its veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of a house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend or long drive and come suddenly face to face with a tall, dark manor will tell you that it is difficult to shake the impression that the house, through its lightless windows, is a creature capable of vision and intelligence.
What would be the liver and kidneys of the house, I wonder? Ah, stuck on a door like that. Wait, it said on the stairs? You're leading me up further into the house at this point. Wait. Okay.
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, dreams are dreamt, passions are ignited, epiphanies are experienced in cold sweat at early hours. In the bedroom is where people invariably spend the majority of their time, though comparatively little of it was conscious.
Taking a bedroom. Not the bedroom, a bedroom. There's multiple bedrooms, I guess. No. There you go. There's a door that opens. And down we go.
And yet this analogy is an incomplete one, for obviously the mind is an exceedingly complex thing. If the bedroom represents the thinking, dreaming part of the brain, then it is the basement that represents those lower, unconscious parts. The basement is dark. It is buried. It is a place full of cobwebs where memories are stored. A poignant comparison, truly. Often the unnerving uncertainty that comes with considering the deeper aspects of the human psyche is not unlike gazing down at the swimming blackness pooled at the bottom of a basement stairwell. It is a place we spend our childhoods filling with monsters that will lay for years in patient silence. It is a place that, barring some specific errand, we seldom ever want to go.
I guess. Take down the basement. I was like, what door's the basement? And I checked it. It was either this one or the one by the stairs. Whoa, it's super dark down here. Where in the basement is it? It's so fucking dark. Oh, God. Where is it? It would be on one of these shelves, right? Ooh, I don't like how dark it is. You'd think it would be on one of these shelves. Oh, there's shelves over here. Ugh. No? side? No. Oh, on the wall. How did I miss that? I guess I missed it. Oh. For some reason, I thought the kitchen changed. Okay. This is not House of Leaves.
Of course,
I
this
think we're good.
comparison, though appropriate, is a very heavy-handed one. And often the basement is little more than a storage space, littered with the corpses of spiders and wood lice. While poets and psychoanalysts no doubt dread the thought of a dark basement, in truth, it is the bedroom, the waking mind, that place of dreams. It is actually the most frightening of all.
There's a tape in the master bedroom. I would assume that is upstairs. Oh, cool. Whoa. I just see an outlet there. Locked. Back to the tape play here. What? What? Whoa. Whoa. I don't think he's painted here before. Okay.
It is here, in the bedroom, that we are at our most vulnerable. Each night we shut our senses to the world for hours at a time, trusting in the house to keep us safe until next we wake. In this state of extreme vulnerability, we will spend something like 20% of our lives. Anything might stand beside us, watch us, keep us company until dawn, and we would never perceive it. We can only pray that the house will not let such things carry on as we sleep. In this way, during these hours, the bedroom seems less like a mind and more like a mouth. For it is here that the house is most likely to betray us. It is here that we place ourselves most at the house's mercy and spend each night hoping that it will not bite down.
Don't remind me of like the times of when you were a kid. The game closed. That's different. Wait. This is different. Oh, I can zoom in.
In the psychology of the modern civilized human being, it is difficult to overstate the significance of the house. Since as early as the Neolithic era, humankind has defined their own house. But of all the structures that mankind has invented for itself, there is little doubt that the house is that which it relies upon most completely for its continued survival.
There is a tape in the dining room. Okay. Oh, that sucks.
Why do human beings of our modern age foster this tremendous sympathy?
Tape in the downstairs bathroom. That's not right. Wow. Buddy, I can't tell what you're saying. There's a... Doors are unlocked. Oh, cool. Turn on TV. Use some lights so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. These doors were locked before, you know, we didn't go in here before. I could not understand a word of what was being said. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What is going on? Oh. Back to the corrupted tape, yep. There's a tape in the living... That's so blunt. Why is that so blunt? Everything else been breaking, and yet this just became super blunt.
It is easy to think of the kitchen and dining room as the stomach or digestive system of the house, though this comparison is tenuous. By contrast, the function and analog of a bathroom should be immediately obvious. The hallways and corridors of the house are like veins, providing circulation coursing throughout its frame. A staircase bears more than a passing resemblance, both physically and symbolically, to a spine. The windows of the house serve much the same purpose as eyes, and anyone who has ever rounded a bend on a long drive and come suddenly face to face with a pale, dark manor will tell you that the house is a creature capable of...
Something changed. Something fucking changed. What fucking changed? Okay, something changed. Okay. That's weird. The fuck? Why you just gotta appear in my face like that? What the fuck?
The bedroom is perhaps the room that most eludes direct comparison in this fashion. At a stretch, and allowing for a bit of poetic sympathy, it might be said that the bedroom is not unlike the human mind, or those parts of it which dictate thought and imagination. In the bedroom, I
dream that there are teeth growing all over me, everywhere on me and in me, like cysts or bone spurs. They're loose, but I can't remove them because I have no hands. I look out through the bedroom window and I see a truck approaching. A young man steps out, approaches, and enters through the front door. His body is covered in swollen ticks the size of quarters. He's walking through the downstairs hallway and laughing. He begins urinating on the wall. He spits on the carpet. He's moving through the first floor, breaking and upsetting things. He goes to the basement and stands at the top of the stairs. I'm angry at him, so I slam the door and he falls down. I can feel his bones snapping. The ticks are bursting, oozing old black blood everywhere. I can feel them being ground up, dissolved and torn, splitting and shredding. I leave the door closed. I close my eyes and try to sleep. The teeth continue growing on me until there's nothing left of me but teeth and gums and sinew.
The basement is dark.
Okay. You fucking opened. I did not. Oh, fuck you. You opened your... Fuck. Game crashed again. Whoa. Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, everything's breaking. What the hell? What the fuck? Where? Okay. Oh, okay, that's... What the fuck is happening? Yeah, buddy, I can't tell what you're saying anymore. Buddy, I can't even tell what you're saying anymore. Okay. That's locked. Oh, great. Just break all the plates. Cool. Buddy, I can't tell what you're saying. The house is breaking apart. There used to be a door here. But I think that's the least of my worries. Okay, you never came back. Okay. Oh, that's locked. Okay. Hurts. Yeah, who's hurting? Is it us or the house? Assuming that the house is alive. I'm gonna stay away from the TV. No. God. Enter here. Didn't there used to be more stuff in here? Like it was a bathroom? Let's, okay, I'm gonna leave. I can hear it through the wall still, okay. And it's still going, okay. I'm glad I decided to not stick around. What is that? Interesting. That was interesting. That one was interesting. But it sounded closer to like police radio chatter. Also, is this door smaller? Or did I get taller? Am I going crazy? Am I losing it? Whoa, that sounded weird. Like a pussy. I don't know what's changing and whatnot. What's not?
You would find organs and stomach, brains and minds and eyes. Dreams and memories and some mouth that will bite down.
It's so hard to hear. Whoa. 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 That's changed right in front of me. Those are just wooden stairs. I mistakenly thought there were teeth there for a second. Oh god, what the fuck? Holy, it used to be on the wall here. Whoa!
An important distinction that must be drawn between the words dissection and vivisection. A distinction that would appear to be lost on you. Your purpose was to listen, and yet at every turn you have pried, you have prodded, and you have interfered. Have you not been paying attention? Did it not occur to you that as an organism existing within a greater organism, your intrusion would be felt? And still you harassed. And now, like the wayward spider who witlessly settles upon a sweeper's tongue, you will be swallowed. Because the truth is this. When a house is both hungry and awake, every room becomes a mouth.
Whoa. Oh, this is so cool. Whoa. Are we going into the water? Oh my goodness. No, I expect us to go deeper in the water. I expect us to sink into the bottom. Whoa. Didn't. I guess I'm just walking into the water, not quite sure which way I really need to go, but that's cool. Whoa, that reflection looks so cool there. That's awesome. Wait, is that? house. The house is there. And we're right. Okay. Guys, I normally don't show you my my screen when I'm not in the game. I usually don't show my desktop, but this changed. This changed. Oh my god, it's not showing mouse capture. Oh my god, I can't. Oh, hold on. Done. Can you capture the cursor, please? Thank you. This thing changed. Oh my god. It didn't look like this before. This game is so cool. Holy shit. Ready for a loud noise? There it goes.
What happens to a house when it is left alone? When it becomes worn and aged? When its paint peels and its foundations begin to sink? When it goes for too long unlived in? What does it think of? What does it dream? How does it regard those creatures who built it, brought it into existence only to abandon it when its usefulness no longer satisfies them? It may grow lonesome. It may stare for long hours into the darkness of its own empty halls and see shadows, and its heart may jump as it thinks, here is someone again, I'm not alone. And each time it is wrong, and the hurt starts over. It may haunt itself, inventing ghosts to walk its floors, making friends with its shadow puppets, laughing and whispering to itself at the end of some quiet cul-de-sac. It may grow angry. Its basement may fill with churning acid like an empty stomach, and its gorge may rise as it asks itself through clenched teeth, what did I do wrong? It may grow bitter. It may grow hungry. So hungry and so bitter that its scruples dissolve and its doors unlock themselves. While a house may hunger, it cannot starve. And so, in fever and anger and loneliness, it may simply lie in wait. Doors open, shades drawn, hallways empty, hungry.
That's... Huh. And yeah, that's cool. I mean, the idea of a house coming to life is not anything new. There is a movie called Monster House that is about a house that comes to life, but that's like the only other piece of media I've seen that is about a house coming to life. Do we just sit here? Is something supposed to happen? Am I supposed to quit out? I can't tell if we're supposed to sit here and do something, or like if we're supposed to wait, or if I'm supposed to quit. I don't know at this point. I mean, I think at this point our protagonist is dead, so, you know, it maybe makes sense to just, the game would just end here. You would just sit, and this is it, until it, you know, expects you to quit out. That's a possibility. Maybe. That might be what it expects. Hold on a second. This is still that. And we load right back out here. It just loaded me right back here. Yeah, we're just loaded right back here. Oh, goodness. Oh my god. There was a file in the folder that says play before reading. Believe you reached the end of the game, unsure what to do next. Scroll down slowly, stop at speed bumps. Why is it telling me to scroll down slowly? Oh. If you only run the game once, the game must be run several times for the complete experience. I know that. Already got through that. Are you in the basement and mobile with the tape player? Has it played its tape? Yes. You've reached the end of the game when you run the program and begin the game in the basement with the tape player, and nothing happens after 30 plus seconds. You can hit the delete key in this scene to erase the game's memory and start over from the very beginning. Cool, so that is the end of the game. Awesome. Did not want to do maybe. Awesome. Oh, come on. Yeah. Cool. That was anatomy. There's definitely some moments of feeling a little bit unnerved, but nothing too crazy. It was just about a house that basically came to life and ate you. you know, a house that seems abandoned. You know, maybe the protagonist lived there once, came back, and now the house came alive and ate them. You know, that's what I got from that. Like, it's nothing, you know, it doesn't seem too crazy. The house slowly changing was very cool. That was very neat. That was definitely the creepiest part. Super. And the visuals of this game were really cool. The visuals of this game were really neat. That was definitely the most interesting part, was the visuals. Just super cool to look at. Anyways, that's where I'm going to leave it here then. Sorry a lot of it was not exactly me talking. I didn't feel like I could talk over the tapes, and they played the majority of the time. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching, and the next upload shall be beginning the next Let's Play of Fuga Melodies of Steel 2. That'll be coming up next. And yeah, I already have multiple of those videos recorded, so those will be uploaded pretty quick. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, see you guys then. Hope you have a good day.